What's up guys, GGFOREX here, and on today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the discipline. Not just like a normal discipline video where what most people go over. I'm on about the discipline in your mind. How do you train yourself? How do you make yourself in the most optimum state to trade? How do you prepare yourself? What do you do to yourself physically? What do you do to yourself mentally? How do you tackle the most competitive financial bloodbath in the world? And it is a bloodbath because people get slaughtered every second in the markets. 95% of people fail. This is a known fact, right? You are against the top of the creme de la creme of the world, right? These people are like Illuminati people, okay? They move the money everywhere. They have unlimited funds and they don't care if they're losing because they're going to be making billions on the other side anyway. They bet in both directions. So how do you cope with that mentally? And I have struggled with this a long time. I've struggled with the way I leave money on the table, how by me not holding trades, me getting impatient and entering too soon, me not waiting for a better picture of what's going on, fear of, FOMO, everything that you have to deal with as a trader, because it is the hardest thing for you to do. And a lot of people don't understand this. They just think, well, you only got to make two decisions, but it's all of your animal instincts that tells you to do something or feel a certain way to keep you alive is exactly what you don't want in trading. The billions of years of genetics and evolution in your brain is useless. Like with trading, it's the complete opposite, okay? Because your brain is designed to keep you safe, to reduce risk for everything. So how do you put that in a situation where you have to accept risk? How are you comfortable with risk? And there's certain techniques that I've used and I found out along the way of how I dealt with it. And it's kind of like how you start your day. Like on my way to work in the morning, I listen to Chat with Traders. It's a podcast, it's amazing. You hear huge hedge funds managers, independent retail traders that are trading 8 to 10 figures in their account. These are people who are living, breathing, and actually doing what they say they are doing. So it gives me a great insight into my thought process of how I get into trades and understanding I am thinking in the same way as the top guys. The only difference is that they have multi-millions, I don't, okay? I have a £10,000 account from FTMO and working on the 70k account as we speak. I'm up like a 1% at the moment. I've only just started, so we'll see what happens. That hasn't happened yet, but yeah, it's just happened. I've been in it for a week. But I'll update you guys on that soon on the next video, so make sure you click the subscribe button to see that. As you can see, I'm in GG at the moment and all is going sweet. But how do you prepare your mind to accept that one, you will lose, okay? There's no way you can avoid a loss. And when you speak and then when you hear the top hedge fund managers are saying, I lose more than I win, then it makes it okay when I lose more than I win. My win rate is only at best 30%. Some of the best hedge fund managers in the world are at 30% win rate. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I'm not doing too bad. Like, I beat myself up less. The stress of trying to get over 50% win rate and getting 1 to 20s is gone, because you know the biggest players in the game don't do that, right? You're gonna lose. You can't avoid it, but how do you manage it? How do you manage your emotions? How do you get back up from losing 14 in a row? I say that, I've done it. I've lost 14 in a row and I still haven't failed the FTMO rules. I'm building that back up. You guys have seen a couple videos ago, it'll be somewhere, you're gonna have to dig down, I ain't gonna link it in the screen, but you'll know what I mean. It'll be an update video. You go see it, you'll see my journal. Red, 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 red. How do I come back from that? How do I stop myself from beating myself up and wanting to quit? And it's understanding the bigger picture, understanding that these things will happen in your trading life, your trading career. You cannot avoid failure. You have to fail to learn what works and then adapt it and then move on. And that is what I've been doing over the last year and a half. I've been learning, failing, getting back up, doing it again. And how I've done that with my mindset, as I said, listening to that podcast, listening to Mark Douglas, right? Understanding that you have to trade in certain blocks, understanding that you might lose 10 in a row, but that might be okay because you might win the next 5. You can't choose when you win or lose. You just have to follow your edge. And it takes time. I know I say it and I know you hear it from other people, but it's weird. Like over time, it just clicks in your brain and you stop caring. Now, I'm not saying you don't understand the risk on the table, because obviously you can move your stop loss to break even. Whatever's in your trading plan to protect your capital, you have to do. But you stop caring about the result. You stop being attached to the outcome, because you know you can't control the outcome. You know you don't move the markets. You are completely reliant on everyone else in the markets to move in the same direction as you do. And the only way you can do that is to understand what the banks want to do, because those are the people who move the market. So when you put yourself into that mindset, you can hold your trades for longer. You can just let the process play out. You can stop beating yourself up. You can stop expecting amazing results like what you might see on social media or whatever, because those people don't show their losers. I'm the only one at the moment who's showing their losers. Either that or I'm the only one that's losing. So who knows of that situation, but you stop expecting these amazing results so quickly. You're forgetting that these traders also have been in the game for 10, 20, 30 years. I've only been in the game for a year and a half. And I'm amazingly happy that I was the 6th in the world of a couple months ago, right? I've only been in the game for a year and a half. I made 12% in that month. It was the best month of my life, right? And I know I did it once and I know I can do it again. So if you're in a situation where you're like losing and you can't see yourself getting out, study. If you ain't journaling, it's your fault, right? You need to study your journal. You need to see where you did well, understand where you didn't, and change your trading plan, channel it into doing that, but then understand the mental aspect. Do you meditate before you trade? Do you listen to Mark Douglas about actual trading? Does it help you with the mindset? Do you trade in certain blocks? Do you listen to Chat with Traders podcast? Do you understand what the big boys are thinking, how they operate, what do they do, how do they manage their risk, how do they put their lots on? All these different aspects you need to bring in to give you a whole picture of how you need to tackle the markets. It's not going to happen overnight, and it's going to happen through pain, and it's going to happen through time, and it's going to hurt for a long time. But then when you build that up, you build like the calluses of the market. It sounds weird, it sounds cliche. I know how this is going, and the comment boxes are probably going to be quite funny right now, but you're going to build up a roughness of not caring, because you know that you can't control the outcome. You can just choose the probability of what you think. If you're getting it wrong, then maybe your analysis is wrong, and then you need to check. That's why you need to do the blocks. But when you know your analysis is correct, and you got your edge, and you know you're playing your edge, the emotions should be slowly burning away from you. You shouldn't be as emotionally involved when you understand the whole game, but that will take time. So for those of you guys who are new to this and you're understanding that yes, you need to be, you're never going to be emotionless, but you need to understand why certain things are happening. And then if you understand price action in certain areas, and then you understand what happens with the news and how that affects it, you can say, look, it's not me, because it isn't you, it's the markets. How can I best trade the markets? How can I best protect myself against the markets, right? How do I take my money out the markets as fast and as safely as possible, right? How do I apply my edge in the markets? And don't worry about anything else, because it doesn't matter. And it's kind of like, I didn't really know how to like manage this video, how to process it, how to get it out on paper, but it's kind of, there's a lot of expectations on yourself, especially when you're dreaming and you're in a job you don't like, or you just want to get a nice car, or whatever you want to do with your life, and you see Forex as, or trading in general, as an escape, because it is, and it's easily accessible, but you need to understand the arena that you are playing in. and understanding that it's not going to be an overnight thing, and it's going to take time, and it's going to hurt repeatedly, and you think you're going to get it, and then you're going to get punched in the gut, and you're going to go down again, and then you're going to start the process over until you stops hurting, because you understand what is going on and what it actually takes to be successful in these markets. It's a bloody ugly road, but at the end of it, you find out who you are as a person. You understand fully. Are you greedy? Are you suffering from FOMO? Do you suffer from fear a lot? You're gonna find out who you are. It's kind of like the only sport in the world where it's just you, right? Maybe that and golf. Trading and golf is probably the same, because with golfers, it's just you and the course. The course changes every time. You have to adapt to it that day. Could be different weather, could be different greens, could be different whatever is going on. In the markets, different things happen, different news events happen each day. Different currency pairs move at different times of the day comparing to what time zone you're in. So all these factors happen, and you've got to adapt and change, and your mindset has to be solid throughout that process. So as I said, Mark Douglas, Chat with Traders, just driving to work in the morning, listening to those podcasts will help you out a lot when you implement the same mindset, tactics, and approach it in the same way as the best in the world do. If you can do what the best in the world do, then you know what you're doing is correct. You just need to work out your edge and get your trading plan tailored into your lifestyle and how you can best implement that, activate that into the markets. But I know this video is quite scattered, but I just wanted to get it out there. I had a lot of thoughts in my brain, and I hope this video has made sense. I hope it's helped you guys. And the guys in the GGFOREX group are doing amazing. They're absolutely crushing it. If I got any screenshots of the group, I'm going to blast it out here. And then if you want to see it for yourself, click the link down below and join the GGFOREX group there, because we're almost at 1,000 strong. I'm so proud of them. They're doing amazing. And a lot of them are trying to go for funded accounts as well, which is nuts. So it's a great community there, guys. But yeah, I hope this video has helped. And I don't want you to put that much pressure on yourself, because it's gonna take time and it's gonna require a lot of pain to begin with. But when you get past that and it all seems to click, it's like the best feeling in the world. And for those of you guys who've got across that, who stuck it out, who went in the trenches and have come up on the other side and passed funded accounts and actually got paid from it, it's the best feeling in the world. And I can't wait for you guys who are following me in this journey to feel the same. And it's only the start. I only done a 10K, and now I'm doing a 70K, and we're absolutely gonna crush this. So guys, if you like this video, if it actually has made sense, give it a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you on the next one.